welcome to Yoga with Alex. My name is Alex and today I'm going to take you through a wake up yoga practice. So this is going to be great to do as soon as you wake up in the morning to get the body moving and that energy flowing ready for your day. So let's get started. We're going to take a few breaths just to ground ourselves. So I invite you to close your eyes. Hands on your hands and on your knees. And inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Just repeat that. So we're just going to take the time just to connect the breath and our body. We live such busy lifestyles and we very rarely sit and breathe. So really try and feel that connection with the breath and the body. Try and clear your mind of anything that's bothering you. This practice is about you and your body. Try and forget about what's happened already today or your day ahead. Clear your mind of any impurities and relax. Okay, start to open your eyes and we're just going to rotate our wrists round in a circular motion. Just going to start to mobilise the body here and just rotate them in whichever direction you want. And change ways, change direction. Good. Okay, we're going to make the circular motion now with our elbows and our shoulder blades. Really rotating those shoulders. Elbows around in a nice big circle, backwards, and forwards. So we're just waking up the body, flooding the body with that energy. Good, okay, we're going to go over onto our hands and knees. Hands are underneath your shoulders, fingers are facing forward. Knees are underneath your hips. And just relax the toes down to the mat. You're going to inhale and arch the back into cat. And as you exhale, sinking the navel and the chest down to the floor into cow. Inhale into cat. And exhale into cow. So I always find this is a really nice stretch to do. One of my favourite asana positions. Really connect the breath and that body. Inhale as you arch. Exhale. Good. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Okay, from here we're tucking our toes underneath and we're going to go into our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under, lift up the bottom and press down with the heels. So you're aiming to get the heels down as much as you can. Don't worry if they can't touch the floor. Feel free to take a pedal here. Your hamstrings might be feeling quite tight. It's the first downward dog of the day, so it's always quite a tight position. But again, saying that, it's also a lovely position to do. As soon as you wake up, you can feel the blood rush into the head. Nice stretch down the back of the hamstrings. Nice stretch across the shoulders. Good, really sink into that stretch as you pedal your feet forward and back. Good, excellent. Okay, and we're going to sink our hips up and over. We're going into a plank position. Inhale into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, up and over into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Try and keep the ears in line with your biceps. Try not to drop the eye line too much. Inhale into plank, nice straight spine. Strong plank position. And exhale, downward facing dog. Up and over, inhale into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you're going to bring your right leg through into the middle of your hands. So we're in our lunge position. Make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. Feel free to come up and drop your knee down if you wish. We're just going to raise our hands and gently push the hip forward. You should feel a nice stretch down the front of your hip flexor. Good. Try and make sure that your knee is in line with the ankle. And breathe into that hip. It's a lovely hip opener. Big stretch. Feel free to increase and coming up into a full lunge. You want to increase the feeling in your hip. Deeper stretch and progress that movement. And come back down. Step the foot back and recover here in plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, release that tension, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time taking your left foot forward on your inhale. So you have the option to pop that knee down if you wish, or feel free to come up into your lunge. Good. So keeping that knee in line with the ankle, sorry. Feel free to raise the eyes up to your fingertips. Feeling that nice stretch and lengthening down the front of your hip flexor. Breathe into the hip. Feel free to sigh to let out any tension. And hands come back down into plank position and recover. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time we're going to take our right knee to our right elbow. So, inhale, knee to elbow. Engaging the core, nice straight plank position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now the left hand side. Inhale, left knee to left elbow, hovering off of the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right knee to right elbow, straight plank, neutral spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, well done. Really try and get a nice straight spine, engaging in the core and those abdominal muscles. One more. Good, and when you're ready, drop into the knees, replace the hands underneath your shoulder blades. And we're here in tabletop, tucking the toes under and hovering off the floor for 3, 2, 1, and recover. And once again, tuck the toes under, lift up, 3, squeeze the core, 2, and 1, come down. Good, well done, once more. 3, 2, 1, and pushing back into downward facing dog. And coming through, you have option 1, knees down, chest and chin into cobra, or chaturanga, hovering just off the floor, dandasana, into cobra. So pick which one you want to do, and off you go. Downward facing dog, so either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, dandasana. And we'll meet you in cobra. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If cobra is too much, feel free to pop your elbows down into sphinx. The options there, just to regress that. And from here, pushing back into extended child's pose. Really reaching those arms, sitting back to the back of the heels. Try and rest your forehead on the mat. Feel free to wiggle it around, give your third eye some loving. Take a few deep breaths here into child's pose. Breathe deeply into your lungs. And when you're ready, coming up and back into a seated position. Hands on your knees. Sitting up nice and tall on your tailbone. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Well, thank you for joining me this morning for Wake Up Yoga. Hopefully your body feels more energized now and ready for the day ahead of you. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you very, very soon. Take care and namaste.